And then I come back to Chicago, and I come back with this whole new attitude. Like, man, you know what, man, I'm a man. And I felt like back when I was a virgin, the first time I got laid. Like, you a man. I got the John Travolta strut again. I'm feeling good. I'm going approaching girls. Hey, baby, how you doing? This and that. She's like, oh, my God, you look so nice. Da, 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 this and that. So I'm picking up these girls left and right. So I'm thinking to myself, you know what? Finally, I think I became a man. And it dawns on me one time. I go out, now I break up with my girlfriend 2 weeks, like about a month ago, I broke up with my girlfriend. I was with her for like about 10 months. I told her I'm not affectionate. She's telling me that I don't do affectionate things for her. But I'm like, look, I told you I'm not affectionate from the first place. Why are you telling me that I'm not doing affectionate things for you? But at the same time, I told you already. Don't you understand what this is stupid? So she's saying, you don't do the little things for me. You don't call me. And this. And I'm like, wait a minute. I called you like 2 weeks ago saying that you're the greatest girlfriend of all times. Why you? Because I didn't call you all week. You're going to say you're going to sit here and be mad that I don't do the little things for you? I went to the grocery store and did groceries. I don't like pickles. She loves pickles. I bought her a pickle jar, and it's in my house, and she's eating pickles in my house. And I think that's a little incentive that I thought about her when I went to go do groceries. But she didn't see that. She didn't see that. She was just upset because I didn't call her all week. And my friend who was having a party, who doesn't like her, was having his party. So he tells me, he goes, what you do Saturday? You didn't call me all week. I'm like, well, I didn't think about calling you, you know. I'm used to you calling me. Why didn't you call me all week? I turned it back on her. I'm like, why didn't you call me all week? She goes, well, I was waiting for you to call me. I'm like, well, I was waiting for you to call me. And she was like, well, you know, you don't do the little things. This is the whole pickle shit that came earlier. I'm coming back at it. You know, the whole pickle shit. I'm like, what the f? I go to Walgreens. I go buy some medicine because I'm sick. And I buy a heart full of candy. I think that's a little incentive. I thought that was something cute, something nice, something childish that you do when you're young. You know, I thought it was nice. Here's a little heart of M&Ms. Have it. You know, I love you. I'm in love with you. You know, that's cool. But I guess she didn't see it because the week I didn't call her, she erased all that shit from her head. Like, what the f? This guy doesn't do anything. And yet she's been dealing with me for the past 10 months. And yet she doesn't think I'm being affectionate. So anyways, she goes, did you go to your friend's party? She goes, what'd you do? I go, I didn't do anything much. Everything was okay. She goes, you didn't go to your friend's party? I was like, yeah, I was there. She's like, why didn't you say that? I'm like, it wasn't a big deal. She goes, why didn't you call me telling me that you're going to that party? I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, why am I going to call you telling you that I'm going to a party on Saturday that my friend, that you can't come with me, baby. I'm going to my friend's party that I know for 15 years, and you cannot come with me because he can't stand the shit out of you. He doesn't like you. He doesn't want you there. It's his party. I don't want to make him feel uncomfortable. And now you're going to sit there and tell me that you know this already. So why in the do I gotta call you to tell you this, to hurt your feelings? I'd rather not call you at all. That doesn't make sense. I'm thinking I'm being nice, and yet you're gonna flip it on me and make me the bad guy. But at the same time, I tell her this. I go, what did you do Saturday? She goes, I went out to a club. I'm like, oh really? Who'd you go with? I went with 2 of my guy friends. I'm like, oh really? I'm like, now maybe you didn't call me all week because you knew that you were going to this club and you didn't want to tell me because you probably thought I would get upset. Could that be possible? Oh, you don't understand the situation. You don't see my point of view. I'm like, wait a minute. You're telling me exactly what I'm telling you. What's going on here? So she sits here and she tells me, it's the little things that count. I'm like, well, I've been doing the little things. You just haven't noticed it. And she's like, oh, my guy friends are telling me that you want to break up with me. I'm like, wait a minute. Are your guy friends me? Are they in my head? Do they actually think my thoughts? I don't think so. Why are you going to sit there and listen to your guy friends? So then it hits me. She tells me this. She goes, you know what? I got ex-boyfriends calling me at the house that I don't even care, that treat me better than you. Oh, really then? You know what? I'm on the phone in bed. It's 12 o'clock. She calls me at 12 o'clock on Sunday. I'm hungover because I was at my friend's party. At my friend's party. And I'm upset. So I tell her, you know what? If you got all these ex-boyfriends calling you that treat you better than I do, why are you sitting here eating my shit? If you feel I'm not treating you right, why don't you go with those ex-boyfriends? You know what? We need a break. She's like, what do you mean we need a break? Why don't you elaborate? What do you mean we need a break? I go, yeah, we need a break. You know what? F this shit. I'm breaking up with you. Because it doesn't make sense. Right now, I feel slapped in the face because you're over here. You know that I don't like the fact that you deal with your ex-boyfriends. You know that makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable. You know, yeah, I'm a man. I try to be as confident as possible. But every man has little insecurities because we're men. And we know that every man is trying to sleep with our girl. It's a known fact, ladies. It's a known fact. So when a woman sits here and tells me, oh, this is my friend. Yeah, there's two things that's happening. He boned you already or he wants to bone you. So that's just it. Now you can sit here and have this discussion. You can sit here and argue with me and do all this nonsense, but I don't care. I'm a man. I'm in that boat. I know what's going on. So we break up. So she's like, oh, da, da. So I felt that, you know, it's a disrespect. You're sitting here talking to your ex-boyfriends on the phone. They're trying to get with you, but you don't see these things. So I figured, okay, you know what? It's time for us to break up because this is like childish and this is high school. So I'm done. Now, this is the first time I broke up with a girl. Because every other time I've been dumped or it's just been like a one-night stand. It's kind of nice being the break up and not the break up because I'm not receiving the end of it. Thank God for that one. So I guess that's it for right now.